Tennis icon rips WNBA for Caitlyn Clark treatment after Indiana fever on-court scuffle. Tennis royalty Chris Evert weighed in on the growing debate over the physical treatment faced by Caitlyn Clark in the WNBA, with the 18-time Grand Slam champion lamenting a lack of sportsmanship. Caitlyn Clark was on the receiving end of a nasty eye poke as she tried to dribble away from J.C. Sheldon image. Erica Denhoff/Icon Sportswire via Getty Images. Tennis legend Chris Evert has hit out at the WNBA and its players, slamming the rough treatment repeatedly received by Caitlyn Clark on the court. The Indiana Fever superstar is no stranger to taking hard bumps, but the physicality went up a notch on Tuesday when the former Iowa standout was caught in a skirmish with Connecticut Sun players J.C. Sheldon, Marina Mabrey, and Tina Charles. Clark had possession of the ball on the offensive end in the third quarter at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, where she was poked in the eye by Sheldon. Clark was furious, shoving Sheldon away before Mabrey and Charles got involved, with the 2024 No.1 overall pick being bundled to the floor. Sheldon was hit with a flagrant one, while Clark, Mabrey, and Charles were all given technicals for their involvement in the melee. The Fever would go on to win 88-71, and they are 6-6 on the year ahead of Sunday's showdown with the Las Vegas Aces. Clark's treatment by rival players over her first 2 seasons in the WNBA has been a hot topic. An 18-time Grand Slam champion, Evert is the latest person to weigh in on the issue. The 70-year-old believes the optics are bad for the league, and she bemoaned a lack of sportsmanship. When will these ladies realize, accept, and appreciate Caitlyn Clark is the best thing that ever happened to women's basketball? Evert posted on social media. This is a bad look for the sport and what's happened to sportsmanship. While Evert called on the players to be better, Fever head coach Stephanie White, who has since stepped away from the team for personal reasons, blamed the officials for allowing tensions to escalate in the game. "I think it was pretty obvious that stuff was brewing, right?" White said. "When the officials don't get control of the ballgame, they allow that stuff to happen, and it's been happening all season long. You've got competitive women who are the best in the world at what they do, and when you allow them to play physical and you allow these things to happen, they're going to compete and they're going to have their teammates' backs. It's exactly what you expect out of fierce competition. I started talking to the officials in the first quarter, and we knew this was going to happen. You could tell it was going to happen, so they've got to get control of it. They've got to be better." Another flashpoint in the game came in the fourth quarter when Clark's teammate Sophie Cunningham appeared to get revenge on Sheldon, committing a hard foul as the Sun star led a fast break. Cunningham was punished with a flagrant 2 foul for the incident, which led to a second melee between the teams. Like her head coach, Cunningham was not happy with how the refs handled the game and the physicality faced by Clark. She said, "I'm not focused on the extracurricular activities. And you know what? During that, it was just part of the game. I think the refs had a lot to do with that. It was a build-up for a couple of years now of them just not protecting the star player of the WNBA. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to protect my teammates. That's what I do. And I'm a team player, so it's all good." In the blistering heat of the American summer, a sharp volley of words ignited a fresh debate, not on the hardwood or the baseline, but in the court of public opinion. A tennis icon, long hailed for their fierce individuality and outspoken spirit, took center stage once again, this time not for breaking records but for breaking silence. The issue: rising basketball phenom Caitlyn Clark, drafted No. 1 overall by the Indiana Fever, had just experienced yet another physical high-stakes WNBA matchup that veered into something more aggressive than competitive. During a tense game, Clark found herself on the receiving end of a hard foul, bordering on dangerous, sparking a small on-court scuffle. No serious injuries were sustained, but the clip quickly went viral. Replays dissected frame by frame, commentary fierce, opinions polarized. But it wasn't the media pundits or league officials who delivered the most resonant statement. Instead, it was a surprise voice, none other than Serena Williams, the queen of tennis, who took to social media and later elaborated in an exclusive interview. "I've watched young athletes rise before, and I know what it feels like to carry the weight of greatness and expectation," Williams said. But what I'm seeing with Caitlyn Clark is bigger than basketball. It's a cultural moment, and how we choose to respond to her presence, her talent,